Hello everyone, my name is Teo, aka Teuchinsky. I'm a video editor, colorist, dancer, and amateur photographer. And welcome to my channel where I talk about all of those different things that I do. And in today's video, I would like to make a breakdown of a video edit that I did for one hip hop party that I filmed a couple of weeks ago. So here's the video. As you can see, this is a high-paced edit with a lot of shots changing, and I would like to share my experience creating this video, share my knowledge, tell you about the thinking behind that edit, and hopefully it will be useful for you. I was invited there to be a camera operator just to film the material and then give it away to another editor. However, later on I decided to create an edit for myself, just for my portfolio, so I could upload it on my Instagram and share it with you on YouTube and maybe create this tutorial. The organizers asked me not to include the material with the hip-hop artist that performed later on in that night, so I just created the video of the actual party without the artist. I must tell you that filming such events is challenging because everything is happening very quickly. There is no time to set up any lighting or any composition, so you have to be in the moment, you have to operate very quickly, and this is one of the main challenges filming such events like parties or some competitions or some after movies of actual events. I filmed everything myself. I was using Canon R7 with a microphone and with a LED light. So some shots I used the LED light, some shots I didn't use the LED light. That's the background story of that party. So let me tell you and show you what I did and how I did it. Okay, so here we are in DaVinci Resolve Studio, and this is the edit itself, as you can see. So there is music, there are some sound effects, and the shots that went into the final result. So first of all, let me tell you that when you film events, it's better to start editing fresh, like in following days, because you remember some good moments and shots, and this will make your life easier because you will edit quicker and you will know what you can use. However, I've edited the video later, like in a couple of weeks, so it was a little bit more challenging for me, but either way you have to go through all the material that you filmed. First of all, what I did was going through all the material, selecting the shots that are usable, that I felt are nice or good in any way. So some of them are highlighted orange. These are the ones that I thought are better for me, that I think that I will use them for sure in the video. Here is all the selection that I did. So I did it by parts. So first it was like DJ and the crowd, then it was again a bit more DJing in the crowd, but then there was a lot of shots that I filmed with LED light, just the crowd, some girls dancing, some shots like that. And then there was a backstage room where the rapper and his crew was chilling and just vibing. I didn't really like the lighting in that room, so a lot of those shots later on I colored in black and white just to make them stylish and look more brutal in a way. Then there were like some dancers performing, and then the next part was hip-hop artist on the stage, and the last part was also hip-hop artists on the stage. So basically these last three parts I almost did not use because the organizers asked me not to use hip-hop artist material for my personal video edit, because I didn't get paid for editing this video. Actually, it's just for my advertisement. Once I had the material, actually before that I already had the idea for the song that I will use, and it was Fred Again, Feisty. I like that track. I knew the part which I will use for the edit, starting from that wow moment. I already understood that since she's saying wow so much, I will have a lot of shots switching there, and I decided to go with the sound effect of some clicking. So this just camera going very quickly. I think I sped up the sound effect to 400% and just copied it, and that's how I used it. Just very basic sound effect, and it felt nice. And music is very important for me. Since I'm a dancer and choreographer, that's the same approach I have for the video edit. I try to sync the video and visuals to the music or to the lyrics. However, I try to do it in a balanced way, because if you are going to edit every shot to every single word or to every single beat, it might be a little bit too much. It might become tasteless in a way. Let me just go through the whole edit and tell you my logic behind everything and what is going on here. I started the video from this girl saying just trust in love, or like believe in love. I thought it's a nice way to start the video. She's like cute girl. She's just doing some gesture with her hand and just saying like believe in love. So I thought it's a good idea to start with this. And then there was this fast pace wow from Fred again. And there are many shots. So I've spent a lot of time actually doing this part. So every shot is handpicked. They are not random. It's not that I just randomly took something and put there. I went through, I found the moment, I thought it's nice. So I decided to go with girls and LED lights first. As you can see, some chicks, LED lights, some skin, showing some girls. Then I started switching to like more like different shots, like with some guy, then some lights, random lights, then a bit of hip-hop artist. But since this edit is so fast, the organizers couldn't see the actual rapper performing. Some guy, actually I think it's one of the organizers, and they are changing very quickly, but they give the vibe, like they give the atmosphere. So I also originally had them in a random order, but then I decided that there has to be some thought also in that edit, so I decided to go with the skin, then switching to lights, then switching to like guys, you know, like hip-hop artists, some like, you know, more aggressive vibe, and then it went to black and white. So now we're moving on to a slower edit. So if here I used only 2 frames per shot, now here we have like longer shots. So here I used the lyrics a bit. So she says, what a sight to see. Yeah, so I decided to use this cute girl just like flicking her finger, and I thought like it fits to the lyrics, like what a sight to see. So what a sight. And the sight is like a general shot of the crowd, and I really like how I've managed to catch the light. I did a little bit of zooming in, actually a lot of zooming in. So yeah, as you can see, it's like way far, but that's the actual zoom in that I did. And I had a really nice camera movement there. Yeah, see, so it's like a bit of like bouncy, and it fit well to the word sight and also to the pace of the beat. Okay, so using the beats is very important because it gives you the rhythm, okay, which you can use to switch the shots. The word sight that she says is also like a general shot of the girls partying. Interesting point here is that originally this shot was with original color is this one, okay, so it was like very saturated and like really high contrast, but then I decided that I don't like that red color, so I recolored it like with a bit of desaturation, and then I decided to change the hue, I don't know, like bluish, because it felt nicer to me, and so that's what I did. It was very quick color grading. I didn't put much effort into this, so don't really bother with this. Later on, she says in the lyrics, she says some flashy. So I was like, okay, I have a shot with the girl pointing the flashlight with the camera on herself and the DJ, and I thought that this fits nicely. Despite that these shots are longer, they are still very quick. 2 seconds and there are like 5 shots in this. So there the drop comes in, so there is a strong bass. Boom. And I liked how the girl flicked her hair. She was like wearing some sexy outfit, and just like she flicked her hair, and it was like strong, powerful move. So I felt like, yeah, it fits very nice to the beat. Boom. Okay, now we move on to the crazy shot of the actual hip hop artist that performed there, and he was just flexing muscles after the performance, and he was like all hyped up, and it was a very strong shot. And actually, once I started editing this video, I had some shots that were very like strong energetically, and I thought that I will use them for sure. So before actually starting the edit, I threw some of the strongest shots. I think this was one of the strongest. I didn't even color it orange because I like, oh yeah, this I will use. And I think the other shot was very strong. This cute girl just like being sexy. And I thought like she will be the highlight of the video just to attract the attention and be really like punchy and juicy video. So I use that. So there is this guy just giving that energy. So the girl's vibing. There is like some party going on here. As you can see, some of the shots, I put the composition mode into screen. So I use the videos as a transition itself. As you can see, there is this double exposure going on with the second shot, and the same is happening over here. So since these videos were filmed on a party and there is a lot of flashing lights, it was very logical to use them as transitions themselves. So now there is a cute girl dancing. I had a speed ramp. First it was a slow motion, and then I sped it up on the beat. So if you listen, boom. Okay, she starts dancing even like faster on the beat, so boom. And then I have another transition here. So as you can see, this is just a separate video. So I actually use this quite a lot. On the spot, I film with a shutter speed really low. So 1/8, I think that's the lowest Canon R7 allows you to go. And I just film some random lights, or I like flick the camera, and if you watch, yeah, you can see like I filmed just some lights and I was flicking the camera left and right. So here is another video like of a DJ table that I was flicking like that just to get some kind of transition and lights. And that's how I use that part here. So as you can see, there are some flashes going over her face, and like it's kind of cute. And then we move on to a party video where like they are just vibing. I think I sped it up a bit. No, I didn't. Never mind. So in the lyrics, she says like, excite me. I like how that girl was vibing here, and I thought like, yeah, she's excited and it fits to the lyrics exciting. Then I put DJ shots here, and it's just a series of DJ shots. This guy just with his headphones, nothing special about this shot, but then it switches to his hand. And in the music, there is like a sound effect, like you can hear it. And he's just flicking his fingers a bit, and I thought like it fits well. So, and then in lyrics, the girl says "icy," and the DJ is just saying something. You can, yeah, see it's like, and also the gesture he does, and it just fits well. Then I use the shot of a guy just flexing, doing some gunshots into the camera. This is just good. Gives a good energy. He's looking at the camera. A nice shot, I think. Then there are some dancers performing, and I like that cute girl. She was dancing well, giving good energy, and I decided that it fits well. So she gonna drop on a strong hit in the music, on a bass. So like boom, and she says like Gucci, but there is like a bass drop, so boom. And then she flicks it on a snare. That's how I decided to use that shot. And I had to make a small speed ramp over here just to make that flick with her hands on a snare. So if you listen, boom, cut. So, and then I switched to another shot. Then there is the girl just flicking her wrists, just cooling down. And there is another word in the lyrics, exciting or something. Yeah, so excite me. She says excite me. So I thought it fits well. Then we move on to a general shot with the transition. As you can see, there is like a lot of party going on, and I started with the blue color, but the original one was red, so I had keyframes. Okay, so originally it's red, now it's blue, so I had keyframes that turn off the blue node into a red one. It's just like turn off the key output 1 to 0. I used the speed ramp on this shot as well. So first it started quickly, so there was like a lot of party going on, and then in the end, boom. When the bell starts, like the sound effect of a bell starts playing, I decided that it's a nice moment to slow everything down, and there is a strong bass, and they're like just like party, and then pooh, slow it down. So that's the logic. Boom. That's what I did. Then there was a transition, and then I decided that I have to practice artificial intelligence, creating some shots with artificial intelligence or editing some shots with artificial intelligence. So I took the stop frame from here, or like, yeah, from here I took the stop frame, and then I went to Higgsfield AI, and I just used, I think, Kling video, and that's the result. So there is a Godzilla dancing in the crowd. Yeah, I actually tried creating different shots. So for example, I tried to create shot with a DJ and like just show a huge crowd. Obviously it wasn't that huge. I didn't like this shot somehow. It was too slow for me, and it didn't fit well to the edit. I didn't know how to finish the video. So I tried another video with the crowd, with this girl, but just like without anything, without any dinosaur. But like here they stop dancing at some point. Just see that she just walks away and everyone is not moving. It was also like a slow motion, didn't really help me. Another video with the DJ, it just like spins around and like flies away. I didn't like this one as well. However, it looked nice, but I couldn't just put it anywhere in the video. I didn't know where to put it. I used this video with a dinosaur. However, the prompt was to change people into reptiles. The AI didn't understand the task. He just slapped a Godzilla in the middle of the dance floor. And when I was editing it, I was like, this is actually quite funny. And I decided to use really like small moments. So it's not very long. As you can see, they're dancing. And that's it. Here I used just some random transition from some transition pack, and then I had like some grain on top of everything, and I used an original shot from the party with original sound. Just people vibing, good energy, and I just wanted to show that the party was very good and everyone was enjoying themselves. And I like the flashlights going on there, and I like how people are jumping. So I used that shot and I put a bit of grain like and film damage over it just to show that this is a separate video from the edit. And that's pretty much it. This is the whole edit, like 23 seconds. I've spent like around 8 full hours editing it. I think it really took so much because I was trying different shots, I was trying different ideas. I had like 3 versions of this fast edit. Alright guys, this is it. This is how I did it. This is my logic of creating video edits. Just to summarize it, of course you have to look through the whole material, select the best, and out of the best you select even better shots. Use the music to guide you, help you with the rhythm, with the lyrics. Try to balance it. Just don't go like for the lyrics every time, okay? Yes, color grading is important, so musicality is important, picking the shots is important. One good important tip is to film transitions on the spot using your camera and just doing some flicks with your camera on the spot with a really slow shutter to get those lights and trails and everything. The AI, yeah, it's a tool, you can use it. However, it's not ideal. It takes a lot of try and error, and you have to be very specific with your prompt, and it's very hard to get the actual result that you have in your mind. However, it does work sometimes and it gives you some funny, interesting results. Alright guys, I hope it was a useful video for you. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thank you for watching. My name is Teo, aka Tuchinski. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on YouTube, on my webpage, and I would really love to have some feedback. If you have any questions or you would like to have a video about something more specific, maybe like color grading or another video about editing, so just let me know. And thank you for watching. I wish you a nice day ahead of you, and if it's a night ahead of you, I wish you a nice night. And thank you for watching, and see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.